Hello everybody, hey, hi, how you doing? Jay McCain here, coming to you with my extra weak coffee. That makes this coffee from Teacapistan. Today, we've got, shut up Windows. Today, we've got Tennis Boy and Slave to Mistresses. Quietly one of my favorite stings. Just the double trouble themselves. Let's get to the good stuff, shall we?
Some men even coming two at a time. Here comes a 25-year-old psychology student named Safraz Khan. Weeks before he arrived at our house, Khan, who uses the screen name Tennis Boy 213, took 3 years.
Absolute goated screen name. Look at this photo of him. Oh my god. Tennis Boy 213. Like, I guess he enjoys tennis? What's up, Wonton Soup? He doesn't consider himself a man full grown. He's just a boy. 22. Yeah. His haircut kind of looks like a tennis ball in shape. So that's part of it. He just loves tennis.
Off his age and began speaking to a perverted justice decoy who told him she's a 13-year-old female.
Do we have a way to call that guy?
Dateline pays perverted justice to do what it normally.
Good behind the scenes here of Frag and whoever this is. Do we have a way to call that guy? Frag, the real power behind the throne. There would be no Chris Hansen if there were no Frag.
Does set up profiles in chat rooms that appear to be from underage teens, in this case ages 13 to 15, who are curious about sex. In his chat, Khan asks the girl if she's a virgin and if she likes older guys. He writes,
I would make love to
guys. If she likes older guys, I would make love to you
for hours.
For hours.
Then,
Tennis Boy, I don't think you've got hours in you. I think you're a two-pump chomp. You serve, and then it's love. That was a really bad attempt at a tennis joke. So I don't know much about tennis.
Khan, the student, becomes the teacher, advising her on such matters as erections, masturbation, oral sex, sexual positions, and how sex for her may hurt at first because she's a virgin. But he clearly knows what he's doing is illegal.
I'm kind of afraid to come see you, because I could go to jail if I touched you. You're a minor.
But later, he said,
Well, lock him up, boys. It's an open and shut case. He knows what he's doing is wrong, and he came to do it anyway. I love the chat recap voice. Yeah, the voice actors that NBC uses are unhinged. Unhinged.
along a picture of his
Oh boy! We got a naked tennis boy.
genitals and says he'll bring lots of condoms. He
Lots.
makes a date online to come to the girl's house when she says she'll be alone. Now he's here.
You can come in. Hi.
Khan is walking into a house loaded with hidden cameras, a Dateline crew, and members of Perverted Justice. He appears to suspect there's more here than meets the eye.
You can come in and sit down if you want.
No, that's alright. You're the one I talked to on the phone.
On the phone?
Yeah.
Because he's wary,
Wary. Jean-Pierre wary. Yeah, he's actually smart enough to deduce that he was talking to someone different on the phone. So he gets points for that, I guess. This is my favorite house they use. So much shit everywhere. It looks like crappy seafood restaurant. One of the predators says it looks like a restaurant. He's like, this looks cool. It looks like a restaurant. Yeah, the aesthetics that they put into this place are unhinged. It does look like a crappy seafood restaurant. The giant net on the wall. Let's go back.
I talked to on the phone.
Let's look at this net here. Big fish, bunch of starfish, like they cast that net into the ocean and just pulled it out, and there's a bunch of starfish attached to it, a nautical wheel, and a bar. This is important. When they're scouting locations, there has to be like a bar. Or do you think they brought the bar with them or built the bar? Because it kind of doesn't look natural in this environment. And why would you have a bar that's just facing the front door anyway? And one stool. Is there only one stool? There's only one stool for 2 Preds. What's Slave to Mistress is gonna do? Just stand the whole time?
The phone?
Yeah.
Because he's wary, I decide to make an early appearance.
You can come in here and sit down for a minute if you want.
I need to talk to you for a minute. Why don't you have a seat right there, please? What's going on?
Yeah, one stool.
I'm sorry
You're sorry for what?
that I did this.
But remember, we told you it was going to get crowded. That's because our next visitor is very close by.
He's going to be here in just a minute, so it's going to get interesting.
Meanwhile, I continue to have my conversation with Tennis Boy.
And what did you do exactly?
With Tennis Boy. It's so funny that they call him Tennis Boy. They don't use his name, they use his screen name. Worst superhero ever. Look out, it's Tennis Boy. He has all the power of Djokovic.
I came to meet someone that was underage.
And why did you do that?
I don't know.
It sure seemed like you knew what you wanted during this chat.
And we're out of time because our next visitor is here.
Copy that. Stay low. The next guy is right outside the house scoping, making the turn.
The result, to catch a predator first. Our decoy invites him inside.
Why don't you come in over here and stand right over here at the bar? How are you?
You have to stand, slave to mistresses. We're like slave to Chris Hansen at the moment.
Good, good. Please, come here. I want you guys to meet each other. This is Tennis Boy 213. And Tennis Boy...
This is Tennis Boy 213.
This is Slave to Mistresses, right?
This is Slave to Mistresses. I wonder if they stayed in touch after this. Yeah, right? It's so funny. The differences between these guys. It's like, it's me, Tennis Boy, and I'm Slave to Mistresses. Just in the screen names alone, it's like worlds apart. And then like one's this like scrawny, nerdy guy, and one's this like beefy jock. One has a bowl cut, one has a shaved head, one's clean shaven, one has a beard. Like, they couldn't be more different. Although interestingly, they're both born outside of the United States of America, and one would get extradited to his home country, and one would flee. Slave to Mistresses would flee for his native Jordan, I want to say.
What are you doing here?
Actually, it's pretty clear to us what he's doing here and who he is. It's all in his online chat. 26-year-old Yazan As4 uses the screen name Slave to Mistresses. That gives you an idea what's on his mind. He's a former member of a Jordanian basketball team and now a student and personal trainer. Like the previous man, As4 chatted with a decoy who told him she was 13. But unlike Khan, As4 mostly wanted the girl to do things to him. We can't get too detailed, but we can say he prefers to be treated like a dog, and also a toilet. We'll have to leave it at that.
He would have gotten along with Twink Toilet from the Murphy, Texas sting. They would have had some stuff in common.
He sends live video of himself naked and wearing a dog collar, along with a link to a website that illustrates what he's talking about. So what's he have?
What's up, Sub Pop? That's a similarity. If we're making a differences and similarities columns, one of the similarities is that they both sent naked pictures to the decoy.
have to say now that he's alongside another potential predator, just like two guys at the bar.
God,
What are you doing
bar. They are two guys at the bar. The bar that you built and constructed for the Sting House.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I wonder what this beverage is. It's like Kool-Aid or something. Just having a few brewskis with the bros. Piss. Be pretty blood red piss.
Well, it sure seems like you had a lot of plans in this chat.
Can I ask a question? Sure. Is my family gonna have to know about this?
Why are you so concerned about your family knowing?
Because this is something that would just ruin my life.
Well, you made the decision to come in here, but I'm going to get back with you in a minute because I have a couple questions for you. What were you planning on doing here tonight? Did you bring your collar with you?
Did you bring your collar with you? That's a good Chris Hansen scene. Did you see Robert Pattinson as Chris Hansen? Yes, I did a reaction to the trailers 2 days ago. Check it out on YouTube. Coffee from Tkapistan.
No. What is all this slave talking here? And you're saying all this to a girl who said she was 13?
Is it 13?
13, yes. What is all this about?
I don't want to have sex.
Well, that's not what you say here.
Yeah, slave to mistresses would go on to get interrogated and Florida shirt on brand. That's funny. And during his interrogation, he would be like, I'm a virgin. I'm not here to have sex. I'm a virgin.
You in those pictures? Got a collar on there. You sent this, right? You sent this?
I can't remember.
You can't remember. That's you, though, right?
Gross.
So there's only one way that these
Yeah, maybe he's Mormon.
pictures could have gotten here, and that's by you sending them. There's only one way that these pictures could have gotten here, and that's by you sending.
The police are here to arrest these slave to mistresses. Yeah, that's really loud. That's really loud. Ron White just standing in the background over here. He's prepared to bust into action. It's too bad we never got to see what Ron White was really made out of. Chris Hansen's personal security guard.
And for you, you sent pictures too, didn't you? And what did that picture show?
I was naked.
You thought that was okay
Don't bring the girls.
to send a naked picture of yourself to a 13-year-old girl?
No, it's not okay.
Well, why did you do it?
It's a weakness of mine.
Do you do this all the time?
No.
Khan tells me he brought condoms and knows what's going on.
I've seen this program before.
You've seen this program?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know...
Slave to mistresses is just wandering around. Running his fingers through what little hair he has left.
what you've walked into here.
Yeah.
You're still trying to figure this out, so I'm going to tell you both what's going on here. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Okay.
And we're doing a story on adults who try to meet underage teens online for sex.
As 4 still appears confused, but Khan clearly knows what's coming.
Yeah, we're both gonna get arrested, I think. What?
What? Tennis Boy has to spell it out for him. Of course, it's the nerdy guy who's like giving the answers to the jock. We're both getting arrested, I think.
I'm very sorry about this. I just want to make things right. I feel really bad about this.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that.
Khan leaves, as 4 follows shortly after. Outside, the Flagler Beach police are waiting.
Out here, on the ground.
On the ground, now. And body back.
And despite all their differences, they end up both lying face down on the ground, right next to each other, staring into each other's eyes, longingly, guns drawn, pointed at them. It's poetic. It's poetic about how we can all walk different paths in this life, but we all end up in the same place. That place, of course, is a grave.
Back at the police station, the two men are questioned by investigators at the same time, as Four is worried about his reputation and still says he didn't do anything wrong.
The situation will hurt me if it's on the TV. I'll not do any criminal in my life. Even I'll not do any.
That guy from Hoarders always says you're 5 decisions away from pooping in a bucket. I suppose that applies here. Yeah, 5 pretty bad decisions away from pooping in a bucket. I've been close to that in my life. Yeah.
Any sex with a woman.
What if you had got it over here and she had wanted to have had sex with you?
I will not accept. Because
I would not accept. That's a good line.
Many girls tried to have sex with me. I swear I am virgin. I swear to God. My goal was to know her because she was nice with me.
Yes, your goal was to have her do the things that you typed in there at some point.
Yeah, maybe that's true after I know her, but not in the first meeting.
Down the hall, it's a different story with the psychology major, Safraz Khan.
I just made a terrible mistake that could possibly affect me for the rest of my life. Would that be a fair assumption?
That would be a very fair assumption.
That would be a very fair assumption, yeah. What happened to these dudes? Well, they both were slave to mistresses, fled to Jordan and escaped justice. And then Tennis Boy was arrested by ICE and he served like 5 years or something before getting deported back to his home country, which is somewhere in South America. So, yeah. They both left the United States by hook or by crook.
Actually,
Khan tells Detective Liz Williams of the Flagler Beach Police that he's been having sexual chats with underage girls since he was 20.
how many of those girls did you send pictures to?
Probably all of them.
All of them?
I struggle with this, internally. Obviously, I know I've always known it's wrong, and I never realized just how big of a problem it is.
Later, both men were charged with 3 felonies, including attempting to commit a lewd act on a child and using a computer to send harmful material to a minor. If convicted, Khan could face up to 5 years in prison. As for, because he sent that live video of himself naked, has been charged with a second-degree felony and could be sentenced to up to 15 years in jail. And because both men...
It's wild. You send pictures, you get 5 years. You send video, you get 15 years. That makes a lot of sense.
...are not U.S. citizens. If convicted, they could be deported after serving their sentences.
All right, hold on where you are.
All right, let's see. A little sneak peek for tomorrow.
24-year-old Case Mejub, nicknamed Matt, thought he was coming to see a 13-year-old girl.
I don't know this one very well, so that'll be fun. That'll be fun to cover tomorrow. But that was Slave to Mistresses and Tennis Boy, one of my favorites. The duality of man itself in a Chris Hansen sting. Very good stuff. So thank you for joining me. If you made it all this way on YouTube, please like the video. Please leave a comment. And please subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate that. And if you're watching on Twitch, thank you for joining me. Sub Pop Wonton Soup, appreciate it. You can always join me on Twitch. The link is in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. And until next time, I've been Jay McCain, mind, body, spirit, harmonious resonance. Be where your feet are, strive to be no one nowhere, and of course, as always, stay water, my friends.